Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 5 of an Elder Scrolls Online Standard Edition walkthrough. I had to record the audio to this after the fact because for some reason when I recorded the video, it didn't record any of my microphone. So I'm going to try my best to give commentary as if I'm doing this for the first time, but just be aware I have already played this. I'm not actually controlling my character right now. This is pre-recorded footage. So in the previous video, we were trying to find out where Veya was, the counselor's daughter, Counselor Eris, his daughter Veya. He hired us to find her. Before I do anything else, I need to spend this skill point. I've got one skill point that I didn't realize I had. I was going to spend it on Bond with Nature, but I realized later that I first need to equip a bow. I have not equipped a bow yet and unlocked the bow skill line. I intended to do it earlier, but I never got around to it. So I need to spend this skill point on a bow ability so that I can start leveling the bow skill line. Otherwise, I'll kind of be in trouble later when I get to level 15 and I'm able to do weapon swaps. This is a good monster to kill here. Alright, this is bow increased to 2, so I've gotten level 2 of bow. And unfortunately there was another monster I got to kill. Okay, so now I can go ahead and take Snipe. And now I can re-equip my dagger, both of my daggers. Now I won't be able to use the snipe skill because you have to have a bow equipped to use it, but the skill will level and the skill line will level, even though I'm not using a bow, as long as the snipe ability is on my hotbar there at the bottom of the screen. It's hotbar to number 5. So now I'm going to go to the Randy Netch Inn and sell some of the loot I've gotten in our previous adventures.
Well?
And actually I went to the wrong side of the town. I got kind of confused. It's actually over here.
All are welcome, so come in and enjoy yourself, my friend.
This carapace and Daedra husk. There's no use for these things except to sell them for gold. That's why you see the bag of gold to the right of the item. You can also repair your gear at vendors, and I'm not sure if I showed that before, but I went ahead and repaired my gear just now. I'm going to hang on to that coffee because coffee gives you stamina, so that's pretty nice for a stamina warden. Actually, it doesn't give you stamina, it increases your stamina recovery. And I think I accidentally sold... Oh no, I didn't. It's okay, yeah, I accidentally sold that gauntlet of stamina. It was a heavy item, and I don't really want to wear more than one piece of heavy armor, but now I see, looking at it, that Actually, I don't have any heavy armor, so that item, those gauntlets of stamina, they have better stamina than what I'm currently wearing. And I need to wear one heavy piece. So I'm just going to go to the buyback tab and buy it back. I'm sure when you buy back items like this, it costs more than you got when you sold it. So there's kind of a penalty for making a mistake like that, but that's okay. I need the item back. So the reason why, if you look at this, see I've got the light armor skill line and the medium armor skill line, but I don't have the heavy armor skill line. It's good to have all three. You never know when you might need to use one or the other, but these are all the medium armor skills. I want to level up my medium armor skill line so that eventually I can put points into these skills. These are all very useful to a stamina warden DPS. If you were a sorcerer, like a magicka sorcerer that used light armor, then you wouldn't really care about this that much. You would still want to level up your medium armor skill line, but you'd be more focused on light armor skill lines. But this character is a stamina warden, so I'm really focused on medium armor. If you were a tank warden, or any other kind of tank class, then you would want to focus on leveling the heavy armor skill line, because that's what you need as a tank in this game. I'm going to head to the swamp now and try to find Veya. Low on stamina here. Luckily, I finished off the second one. Now, it looked like I could go through here and get to where the swamp is, but it turns out there's just an impassable mountain there. To make matters more complicated, there is a second quest icon in this area that has to do with the Memory Stone quest line. The guy who wanted me to attune the Memory Stone to his memories in various places. Right, so here's the Memory Stone quest. I got it to appear there for a second, and can't seem to get it to appear again. There it goes.
This place is fascinating. I wonder how long it's lain undisturbed.
It could be years.
decades even.
I'd hoped to find more Dwemer relics, but I suppose the view is inspiring.
It certainly is.
Flatterer. You can see this view anywhere now, can't you?
And yet I never grow tired of looking.
Speaking of looking, we should start viewing larger homes.
What's wrong with our current home?
It's rather small, isn't it?
It's cozy. Just enough room for you and me.
And you don't see how that could become a problem?
No?
Well, you've done a lot more than look since we married, dear.
At houses? Wait, Bravora?
Yes.
You're pregnant?
That happens when one enjoys the view, doesn't it?
That's wonderful! I'm going to be a father!
Yes, dear. Yes, you are.
We need a new house with a real kitchen and a second bedroom. Perhaps even 3 bedrooms?
One step at a time, dear.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice memory. It's nice to see that. I got some jute while I was at it. I happened upon a band of very aggressive Khajiit mercenaries or something. I got to level 7. But I've got to find a safe place. This is not safe. It's not safe for me to bring up a menu and try to claim an attribute point and all that kind of stuff. Alright, let's find a safe spot. I don't know about this rawhide belt I just got. Do I need to use that? No, it doesn't look like it's as good as what I've got. Well, I thought this was going to be a safe place, but here comes another mercenary. Got an attribute point, a skill point, and Gold Coast Swift Survivor elixir. It's not a very good potion, really. I really need stamina potions. And that's just a health potion. Alright, and now, with that skill point I just got, I can finally get Bond with Nature. Bond with Nature is a passive ability. Anytime one of your animal companion skills is activated, it heals you. What is going on here?
And you're sure it's Veya? House Redoran isn't emptying its coffers so you can chase your own
I may not
tails
be able
out
to
here.
act out.
You pay the war claws well, because the war claws are the best there is. We have the kitten's scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferhara. Just make sure she doesn't get out of the swamp. I'll take my soldiers and guard the eastern paths, in case she eludes your warriors again.
I may not be able to act out my part of the voice acting here.
The Counselor's lackey. I understand you've made significant progress in your search for Veya. As a matter of fact, so have we. This whole ordeal will be over soon, and then you can be on your way, Outlander.
Over? What makes you say that?
My mercenaries have spotted Veya skulking about the northern portion of the swamp. Between my soldiers and Ferhara's war claws, the Counselor's daughter will soon be home safe and sound.
Who are Ferhara's war claws?
Khajiit mercenaries of the highest order. For members of a lesser race, Ferhara's warriors are surprisingly effective. I employ them to bolster our forces. Between obligations to the Pact and other matters, House Redoran is spread thin of late.
Counselor Eris hired me to find his daughter, and that's what I plan to do.
As you say, Ferhara's war claws take their contract as seriously as you do, however. Get in their way, and I can't guarantee your safety.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ferhara assumes the Counselor's minions will not present a problem for the war claws. Yes, Captain?
The Outlanders have been warned, Ferhara. I leave everything else to your discretion. You're free to do as you wish, but I suggest you let us finish this. Once the war claws catch the scent of their prey, they become rather single-minded. I'd hate to have to report your injury or death to Counselor Eris.
I'd hate to have to report yours.
Ferhara enjoys a friendly rivalry as much as the next mercenary. But the Relef kitten belongs to war claws, yes? Let's not get our tails tangled over this, Dullclaw.
I thought Counselor Eris forbade the use of other outsiders in this matter.
Forbade is such a complicated concept. It assumes that the rules are applied equally to everyone, and we both know the foolishness of that assumption. The war claws have a long-standing contract that predates any proclamations by the Counselor.
Did you work with Captain
Brivan's
Ulran?
predecessor? Forgive Ferhara. This one can barely remember the names of those who lack claws and fur. But yes, we worked with Ulran, though Brivan appreciates our techniques so much more than he ever did.
Your
Trade
techniques?
secrets, you understand. Ferhara can tell you the war claws do whatever it takes to accomplish the job. This assignment is perfect for us, since we specialize in missing persons. We find them, we make them disappear. Whatever the client needs.
I cannot actually hear the video right now, so I'm doing my best to say my part of the dialogue when it's appropriate. But I have to rely on visual cues. Now there's a point of interest right over here. It's right close by. So I want to go ahead and get this point of interest while I've got the chance before moving on to the swamp. Or moving on to the northern part of the swamp to search for Veya.
Stupid war claws. Now I know how a mouse feels. By the three! You really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that. If you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight.
I'm working with Naryu. I have information concerning your brother.
Naryu mentioned something about that. Look, I can't wait to hear what you learned. But the swamp is crawling with mercenaries. There's a cave to the northeast. We can talk there.
Lead on, and I'll follow you.
Unfortunately, there's a mob of those beast people between here and the cave. I was going to try and sneak past them, but every time I get too close, I think one of them catches my scent.
All right, I'll deal with the war claws. You get to the cave.
You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws? I'm impressed. Meet me at the cave when you're finished. I think we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and try not to get killed. I really want to know what you came all this way to tell me.
I'll see you in the cave
Meet
shortly.
me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries. Well, what are you waiting for? I can't make a break for the cave until you engage the mercenaries. If they aren't busy with you, they'll spot me before I take 3 steps.
I can smell the dark elf kitten. Looks like we're the first ones here. I'm hurt!
Take out the healer. Alright, one more. That beast just came up and started attacking me for no reason. I have no problem with that beast. I just want to kill these mercenaries. Oh, and now there's more of them. This doesn't look good. My stamina is completely depleted. I'm about to die. I'm gonna have to run away. Yep, I'm gonna have to run. Alright, the war claws reset. Now the beast did too. Gotta get my health, magicka, and stamina back. Try again. And they all reset, so I'll have to kill them all over again.
I can smell the dark elf kitten. Looks like we're the first ones here.
Here comes that beast again. Stop holding on, I'll kill it first. Healer again. Oh, I got somebody helping me now. Here come 3 more. At least I've got help now.
them show up?
I'd like to thank this girl for helping me, but there's no way to tab target a person. She's already gone in the cave.
What do you think of my luxurious accommodations? It's got dirt and rock, fungus and a poultry fire, all the comforts of home. Anyway, you said you had information about my brother, Ulran. What did you find out?
According to the House Veteran Registry, your brother Ulran was stripped of his rank and exiled.
No, that can't be right. Ulran's honorable and noble. He's a model soldier. What could he have possibly done to warrant being banished?
According to Captain Brivan, Ulran killed one of his own soldiers to protect an Ashlander.
What? My brother has always been interested in the Ashlanders. Even showed them a kindness the rest of the house doesn't approve of. But for him to kill someone, especially one of his own soldiers, something terrible must have happened.
Any idea where we can find these Ashlanders? They may be able to tell us about the incident.
I know the tribe that Ulran liked to help. Brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp whenever our father wasn't paying attention. Will you go with me to talk to them? Wait, someone's coming.
Get behind me.
She handled herself just fine, hero. Veya, grab your things. It's time to go.
Go? Why? What's going on?
The war claws are marching toward this cave along with half the House Redrin soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now.
Damn it! They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drink this coffee. It'll help my stamina recovery. But first, I'm going to put this Gold Coast Swift Survivor elixir in here. In case I get low on health, I can use this. It'll give me a little bit of a buff.
Dealing with an arrogant, impatient, overconfident young woman. Now I know how my mother must have felt. We need to move. It won't take those damn cats long to find this place, not with their sense of smell. The back
What do you
tunnels,
suggest?
better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redoran troops. Councillor Eris brought additional soldiers from town. He's intent on getting his daughter, and he may have the numbers to do it.
So the back tunnels
One
it
more
is.
thing. The back tunnels wind their way through territory that House Redoran recently acquired. We may run into some resistance, but it shouldn't be as bad as what's waiting outside the front of the cave.
We'll just have to be careful then.
I'll slow down the main contingent of Redoran forces while you lead Veya out through the back tunnels. I'll find you once we're all clear of the house soldiers and the Khajiit mercenaries.
I've never ventured through the exit, so this will be new territory for the both of us. I'll do my best to try and help, though.
May as well take this food. The House Redoran soldiers are going to get it, or the War Claws are going to get it if we don't take it. Oh, I got a crafting motif. These are rare and valuable. Unfortunately, I can't use it because I don't have rank 7 in metalworking, tailoring, or woodworking. But what it does is it allows you to... A crafting motif allows you to craft something in a particular style. just to make it look a certain way. So they're real valuable, and oftentimes you can sell them to guild traders for a lot of gold.
Does the ceiling look unstable to you?
No, I don't think the tunnel is going to cave in.
Search everywhere. Captain Brivan thinks the Councillor's kitten might try to escape through these tunnels.
Damn! Those cat bastards are harder to shake than a blind date.
There's some beasts over there, but they're not blocking our way, so we're not going to mess with them.
I can't get captured and taken back to my father. Not when I'm this close to finding my brother.
I think I hear someone.
That must be the way out. I just hope there aren't any Redderans up there.
There probably is.
Oh no, we're surrounded! And that's my father! What's he doing here?
Sweep the caves. If you spot Veya, report back to me. She's not to be harmed.
I'd prefer that you don't harm the agents I hired either. There's no need for bloodshed.
Father ruins everything. I'm so close to finding my brother, and he shows up to drag me back home. Well, I'm not going back without a fight.
I'll cause a distraction so you can get out of here.
You do that for me? Thanks, I guess. But what can you possibly do against all those soldiers? My father brought the whole damn army with him this time.
Your father hired me to find you and set up a meeting. I might as well give him a progress report.
Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me at the Ashlander camp to the south. My brother would often visit that particular tribe. It's as good a place as any to start.
Will you meet with your father after you find your brother?
Once I find Ulran and make sure he's all right, I'll meet with my father. But that meeting will be on my terms, not his. And tell him to call off his soldiers, or I might change my mind. That should buy us some time.
Halt! Who goes there?
Stand down. These outlanders work for me. The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Veya has been spotted. Tell me, have you seen my daughter? I won't sleep well until she's home, safe and sound.
I thought we agreed you wouldn't use any other
I also said
outsiders.
that the captain has his own resources. The war claws report to Brivan, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely. Now, tell me what Veya's thinking.
Veya will meet with you, but on her own terms. All these soldiers have scared her away.
It was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. You won't make me feel guilty about trying to find my daughter.
Soon. She asked me to do one more thing, and then she'll be ready to meet with you.
Very well. We'll do this her way. Veya can be as stubborn as her mother sometimes. But tell my daughter that my patience won't last forever. Next time, I expect Veya to be with you. Or I might just let Captain Brivan do this his way. Do as
I'll
I
let her
command, and let them pass. I'm trusting you to make this right, Outlander. I may have lost my son, but I refuse to lose my daughter.
Well, those certainly aren't Ashlanders, not with those tails.
This is disturbing. I can't believe this. Why allow the Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Redoran thinking?
If you look over there, there's war claws everywhere in this camp.
I can't believe this. Why allow the Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Redoran thinking? And what in the name of the three have they done with the Ashlanders?
You're sure this was an Ashlander camp?
Visited this camp. Took me along a couple of times. It used to be such a vibrant place, so full of life. I know House Redoran wants to expand along the western coast, but I never expected they'd set the Warclaws loose like this.
Do you think your brother and the Ashlanders are still here?
If Ulran was here, he'd never stand for the Warclaws invading the camp. He told me the Ashlanders were the same as you and I. Different beliefs don't necessarily make people bad. We need to see if we can find out what happened here.
I'll look around
really
and see what I
want
can
to
find.
help, but Nario won't hear of it. We don't get our hands dirty unless there's a writ attached. She's so fond of reminding me. We'll hang around and wait for you to find something before we move in.
Stay out of the way of the Warclaws until I find out where your brother is.
Veya, I don't think this is a good idea. We're trying to keep you out of House Redoran hands, remember?
You're not my parent, Nario. I can take care of myself, even if the Mother of Blades doesn't think so.
Damn it, Veya! You know I hate that title. I'll make sure Veya stays out of trouble. Just find whatever you can so we can get out of here before the Warclaws notice us.
Veya called you Mother of Blades. Care to elaborate?
She only calls me that to annoy me. It's an obscure Morag Tong title given to ranking female agents when they take on apprentices. She's just lucky that as her mentor, I'm not allowed to kill her. You're not that lucky.
Okay, Naru. There's something in here. House Redoran orders. Just laying on the grass. To the warriors of Scrib Battalion, including the soldiers of House Redoran and the mercenaries of Ferhara's war claws, Scrib Battalion is tasked with reclaiming the Kudanat mine and the surrounding countryside from Ashlander squatters. Ashlanders mistakenly believe that all land is free. They will resist our efforts to clear them from the specified sites. With this in mind, heed the following orders. Number 1, do not use force against the Ashlanders unless absolutely necessary. A peaceful transaction of territory is preferred over taking the area through violence. Number 2, allow the Ashlanders to leave the vicinity, provided they comply with Redoran law. Number 3, if any Ashlanders resist, disarm the agitators and imprison them for the duration of the engagement. Number 4, if force must be used, make sure it is applied swiftly and to maximum effect. Captain Brivan. Alright, so now we know what happened. We know why this place is under the control of the war claws now. Who is this?
If I'd realized how popular this camp was going to be with Outlanders, I would have moved the tribe ages ago. You don't appear to be one of the heretical invaders, but looks can be deceiving. What do you seek, stranger?
I'm looking for Ulran Relith.
Ulran the exile. He disgraced his family and lost his status, but remained true to his heart. Ulran is here. He tried to stand against the Redorans, just as they detained me within this yurt.
Where's
I
Ulran
assume
now?
they dragged him off to the mine, along with most of the tribe who refused to let those tribunal dogs walk all over us. Or should I say tribunal cats in this instance? Be wary. The mine will be as protected as the camp, maybe even more so.
Tell me more about this mine.
It's a small hole in the ground, but it served us well until the Redorans and their war claws arrived. Now they toss my people aside and lock the door. Warclaw Irgazar carries the key, but there is a spare in the supply yurt.
I'll get the key and locate
to the mine
Ulran.
from either the Warclaw's commander or the supply yurt, whichever suits your needs. Perhaps you'll find what you seek within Kudanat's depths.
Why didn't they send you to the mine with the rest of your
Keep
people?
the head and the body separate. As long as I'm here, I can't offer my people hope or advice. And I certainly can't compel them to rebel against these invaders.
I can
I
help
have
you
no
escape.
doubt. However, my place remains with my people, at least for now. The Warclaws have treated me well so far. They believe I can make their tails fall off if I so choose. Who am I to dissuade such creatures from their beliefs?
He goes to the city just for the pickpockets. Says it's the only love he ever gets.
Alright, I've got to find the Warclaw commander or the supply yurt. I don't know where either one is. Could be any of these huts here. Any of these could be the supply yurt. gonna try to go around the back here. Alright, can't get through there. Can't get through there either. Oh. It's a bad place to get into a fight. You can't use dodge because they're too far away. Aha. Here we go.
If I can smell you, Outlander, then you can be certain the Warclaws have picked up your scent. Leave now, and maybe you'll escape with a little flesh still clinging to your bones.
What's going on here? I thought this was an Ashlander
House
camp.
Everyone doesn't care. They marched in with their Warclaws and claimed the land. Anyone who tried to resist was imprisoned or sent to the mines. Me? I decided my life was more important than my tribe.
So you decided to help House
You can't be
Redoran?
more disgusted with that prospect than I am, but at least I'm still alive. And all I have to do is direct them to the best resources and show them where some of my people hide every now and then. A small price to pay.
I'm looking for Ulran. Do you
Ulran?
know who that is?
You'd think he was some kind of saint the way he walked in and handed out supplies. He came back after his house threw him out. Never said why they exiled him. The wise woman might know where to find him. They have her in one of the yurts.
Obviously, you're meant to find this NPC before you talk to the wise woman. The dialogue kind of doesn't make sense if you meet them in the other order. But that's the way it happened here. Ooh, a soul gem. Should I use this rawhide jack? I would lose stamina if I did. I guess I won't use it. I could use these though. Oh, that dagger is nice. I'll put that on my main hand, and then I'll use the other one for my offhand. This one, the Dagger of Flame. So I've got a Dagger of Shock and a Dagger of Flame now. Pretty nice daggers. Still haven't found the supply yurt. There we go. Could not mine key. Alright, I think going to the mine is going to take a while, so it's getting close to time to finish this video, so I'm going to finish the Memory Stone quest. That shouldn't take very long.
Open your eyes. Please, open your eyes.
Are they gone?
Yes. You fought them off.
Oh, good. Dying for nothing would have been embarrassing.
You're not going to die. I won't allow it.
That's ambitious of you.
I can mend more than a scraped knee. You'll see. Just don't move.
That feels better.
I told you. You're still bleeding. Just a little more. I can save you. I will save you.
Take care of the children. For me. Promise.
We'll take care of them together.
Promise me.
I will, I promise. But keep your eyes open.
I wish I could.
Bravura!
You've made these years so wonderful.
Bravura! Bravura!
Sad memory. Right, I'm done collecting all of the memories. I've just got to go back to Balmora and talk to the guy that sent us to collect them.
Well,
Oh, got one more memory.
Your wife signed a contract, Gila. She did not complete it.
But she died.
And now the crystals she was to procure for me have been acquired by my rival.
I've lost the mother of my children.
Your failings are not my problem.
We don't have enough money to pay you back.
Then we will sell your house.
We can't do that. Master, please. My children.
May purchase their own dwelling with their own money.
Neri's only just turned 8. And Mills...
You would offer an alternative?
What can I offer you?
I understand you have some aptitude for magic. You will serve me.
But my children
will remain in your home, so long as you do not violate our contract.
But who will raise them? When will I see them?
You will see them when I don't need you. Or would you rather see them in the street?
No, of course not. Thank you, Master Drennan. I will serve you.
You sign your contract today.
All right. Now we know why he didn't spend time with his children. Because he didn't want them to be homeless.
Were you able to recover my memories? It's important they understand.
I collected the memories you asked me to. Are there any more?
No, thank you. You've recovered everything I need to explain. Well, to talk with my children. I'm not sure my heart can endure any more of this. It feels like losing her all over again. Please.
What is it you need?
Would you do this old man one last favor? Ask my children to come visit me? I feel like I can finally leave them with the answers I've never been able to provide. Tell Neria we need to talk about her mother. As for Mills, if he hesitates, tell him it's about the estate, his inheritance.
Where can I find them?
Works at the stables. She's always been good with guar, something she inherited from her mother. Mills will likely be fishing on the canal for dinner. He's always kept them both fed. I'm so proud of both of them. I wish they understood.
I'll find them, Gillen.
Yes. Do I know you? I'm trying to fish.
Your father needs to speak with you. It's about your mother.
I have nothing to say to that man. What is it about I don't want to talk about my father that you can't understand?
He also said this was about your inheritance.
I don't want his money any more than I want his apologies. Does that man really think he can buy me off after ignoring me my entire life? Leave me alone. If father needs someone to listen to his excuses, ask Neria to do it.
Perhaps I should speak with Neria
Perhaps
then.
you should stop butting into our personal affairs. Have you considered that? I have nothing else to say to you. Good day.
Can't you see I'm busy?
My, you look like a well-traveled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a loyal guar in Balmoral.
Your father needs to speak with you. It's about your mother.
Father rarely mentions her. I can tell how painful it is for him to recall her, even after all these years. I was young when she passed, but my memories are pleasant. Did he say what this is about? What did he have you doing?
I helped him recover memories from his younger days.
Odd. Father always was dabbling in magic. Often it seemed like he had time for little else, though I know he did it to take care of us. Still, I'd better check up on him. I imagine Mills wants nothing to do with this. I'll ensure he joins us.
Thank you.
went upstairs to rest. He did not wish to be disturbed until you
Let's
arrived.
go, Mills. He's still your father.
Books? You got books?
Father? Mills has come to visit. Father? Father! Oh, Father. I suppose you were with Mother
Couldn't
at
resist
last.
disappointing me one last time. Good riddance. Well, he's finally gone. Not that he was ever here to begin with.
If only I'd come sooner.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. We all knew this was coming. That doesn't make it any easier to bear. My father was a good man, even if Mills never got to see it.
Yes, he wanted you to view his memories.
Stone. You said he had you store his memories inside it? I'm almost afraid to do so. What couldn't he just say to us all this time? Still, these were his last wishes. Thank you for making that possible.
That belt of notched memories is better, but it's heavy. I don't want 2 pieces of heavy armor.
What? A ghost?
Naria. Mills. I so regret not being there as you grew up. What I could never tell you is why my life was not my own.
Shh, Mills. I think this is a memory.
Soon, I'll be able to share the truth with you. To share everything with you. Thanks to the efforts of this kind traveler, I have archived my memories on this stone. I hope one day you will find it in your hearts to forgive me and find the father and mother you never had. Here, I love you. I have always loved you. You've both made me so proud.
Father?
Why? Why couldn't you just fade away like you always do? Why couldn't you just let me forget you?
Because it's not just about him, Mills, or you. It's about all of us. Our family, together at last.
I thought I knew my father. I always thought he hated me. That's why he was never around. I came to terms with that long ago. I had a father, and I hated him. Now he's gone. How am I supposed to face what's in that stone, knowing I was wrong?
It must have been so hard on Father, to have to leave us so often, to keep silent while we grew cold and distant, even when he was here. It might seem odd, but I feel hopeful. Father and Mother are finally with us. Their memories will live on.
Alright, that's the end of the quest. It's a really sad story, but at least we were able to help them have some kind of catharsis with all of these terrible things going on.
I thought I knew my father.
Alright, and that's it. I apologize for my voice acting being off sync. I will make sure I fix whatever problem caused the audio to not record. In the next video, we'll go into the Kudanot mine and see if we can find Ulran. Bye, everybody.